Welcome back, everyone, to Heroes and Villains HQ. Today, I'm going to do my part 2 of the LEGO Star Wars Summer 2025 leaks by giving you my full thoughts on each set. So let's get started. So the first set we're going to take a look at is set 75413, the Republic Juggernaut, better known as the Turbo Tank. This does include, again, 813 pieces with 8 minifigures at $160. Now, I first want to call out the great things about this set, and that is the minifigures. We have 8 total figures, 3 of them being droids, so that's kind of whatever. We do see the return of Ki-Adi-Mundi, which is really awesome, but the clone troopers, this is the highlight. We have Commander Bacara and 3 Galactic Marines. We have brand new helmet molds for each of those figures. The Galactic Marines also do have what looks to be a backpack. And these figures are just fantastic. They are long awaited. Everybody's been asking for these for years, decades now. So this is really great. The bad thing about the figures is they don't include the cloth camas. Now, I know LEGO's stance on this is that, well, if they're sitting down, you have to take them off, otherwise they get wrecked. And I understand that for kids and the playability. However, it stinks. It's an inaccuracy, and the printing on the front of the legs just isn't good enough. But unfortunately, with the previous few years of them excluding it, this set excluding it, and then the 2 other 327th sets that I'll talk about a little bit later in this video, excluding them there, I have a feeling we're not getting them back. Doesn't mean we can't keep trying, but it is unfortunate. Looking at the turbo tank itself, it looks to be about the same size as the 2016 turbo tank, which you can see on the screen right now. Some of the main differences is the 2016 set had 6 figures, 2 of those being droids. It had 907 pieces, so only about 70 more. And it retailed at the time for $109.99, which adjusted for inflation would be $147. So in comparison to the previous Clone Turbo Tank release, this set has 2 more figures, and it's only $13 more. I will say I was pleasantly surprised when I saw this photo. When I heard that the wheels were going to be brick built and the set was only 813 pieces, I thought, no doubt, about 15% of the pieces have to go to those 10 wheels. But when I saw this image, I was stunned. It does not look like it's only 813 pieces like some other sets look. So, like I said, really, really happy with what this does look like. Now, my expectations were extremely low, so that could be why I'm excited about it. But I don't think it looks bad. Now, the set also, similar to the 2016 set, is going to have room for 2 pilots in the front, so that's great. But overall, I think it's a really, really good start. It looks like it may have been shrunk in terms of height. So I'm going to hold my final thoughts on whether or not this is a good turbo tank iteration or bad turbo tank iteration once we get some more official images and see it scaled with some other, whether it be the figures, maybe the side builds that are included, and then obviously other sets. I do think when it comes to value, though, this set should have been $140. We saw the 2022 and 2023 Clone ATTE and Clone Gunship have 8 figures and 5 figures. They're both over 1,000 pieces, both pivotal Republic clone ships, and they both came in at $140. So I just don't understand why this one got that $20 price bump. I feel like it should have been the same price as those previous 2 releases. But again, I feel like this one, it looks good based off of these leaked images, and we just need to wait and see official images to see if this is really worth the price. I have a feeling this is going to be a wait for that 10-15% off sale and then snag it. Okay, the next set up is from the Rebuild the Galaxy show. This is the Force Burner Snowspeeder. Now this is going to be $55. Absolutely outrageous. 349 pieces, 3 minifigures. I just cannot believe the overprice on this one. For certain sets that have they're highly recognizable and have really important minifigures, those tend to get those price jumps. Not that they're warranted, but in this case, I'm stunned. This is going to include 3 figures, Sig and Dev Griebling, as well as a green Duros figure. These figures have, no impact on the Star Wars saga, and this set is niche. I mean, it's for kids. I get that, but what the heck? This is bad. This is just bad. Now, from the standpoint of the set itself, I'm sure it's accurate. I haven't watched the show. I'm sure this looks exactly like it does in the show, and I think color scheme wise, the stickers that are included, I feel like this is going to nail the look for the kids who may want it. That doesn't mean it's not wildly overpriced. Even when you compare it to the Jedi Bob Starfighter, which has a more recognizable figure in Jedi Bob, that set had 3 figs, only 40 less pieces, and costed $15 less. So again, the disconnect there in terms of the price jump for this set is ridiculous. With that said, that cockpit mold, amazing, amazing. When I first saw it, I was really excited because I'm like, we're going to get a new snow speeder from episode 5, and it's going to have that new cockpit piece, and it's going to be a great set. But now that I know that this one's priced at $55, I'm severely worried that the next snow speeder is going to be $55 or more. Just the pessimistic point of view with this set. Not a great one. Not a great one at all. The next set on the list is set 75430, the buildable Ewok, also known as the buildable Wicket. As you can see here, this is Wicket. My thoughts on this, I think they nailed the look. It's an 18 plus buildable character set. I think it lines up well with the recent releases of C-3PO, the buildable droids like Chopper and R2, the Chewbacca, even though that had an interesting head build. It lines up very well with that collection of characters. So I think it's going to look great on the shelf. We can assume that it comes with a display stand and figure, and it's going to be $120 and 1,010 pieces. So I think for what it is, it's a pretty good value. I don't have any complaints with it. It's not one I'm going to pick up personally, but for those original trilogy fans, I think this is a good next step in those buildable character figures. Time for the moneymaker here. Set 75431, the 327th Star Corps Battle Pack. When this first was rumored, super excited. I'm a massive Clone Trooper fan. I love just about every single Clone Trooper that they've released, even with their flaws. I'm just all about it. All about it. When I saw the preliminary image for this set, which I can't show it to you right now, you can look it up on Google and find it pretty easily. Disgusted. The absolute greed on the part of Lego with this set is astonishing. I just have no words. This set's going to cost $45 for only 258 pieces and then 7 minifigures, 3 of them being super battle droids. Let's just, from a logical standpoint, let's just compare it to the two what I call the ultimate clone battle packs, the 501st battle pack and the recent Clone Trooper and Droids battle pack. Both of those sets were $30 when they released. 501st one had 6 figures, including 4 clones, and the Clone Trooper and Droids battle pack had 9 figures with 4 clones. Okay, this one tracks again with 4 Clone Troopers with 7 total, so it falls right in between the two. However, the difference, piece counts, the 501st had 285 pieces, the Clone Trooper and Droids battle pack had 215 pieces. So again, this falls right in between the two. Yet it's $15 more. On what planet does this set get $15 extra in price? Not to mention the builds for this set, yet another oversized ATRT, a brand new Spider Droid build, which we've seen 7,000 times at this point. And then I don't even want to call it a landscape build. It's the most pathetic landscape of any set ever. Terrible. Not to mention, this set is an obvious expansion set for the MTT, which I'll talk about a little bit later in this video, for the Battle of Felucia. And you can see right here, this is an image straight from Revenge of the Sith. They use the Swamp Speeder. They don't use ATRTs on Felucia. So why wouldn't they just release this set with the properly scaled Swamp Speeder instead of another ATRT? Not to mention the ATRT is like bright yellow. I want to like the set so bad. You can see right here with these images, the Clone Trooper looks really great. Looks like they fixed the printing on the helmet. Includes a brand new plastic pauldron, which I'm so glad they're bringing those back, and it looks like to be a great mold. The Super Battle Droids are great figures as well. We've gotten them in a few sets recently, but that doesn't mean they're bad. But I can't like this set. It's just so overpriced. You cannot buy this set at full price. Wait until the sale, and then you can pick up a few. Lego jumped the gun here. They realized we'll pay $30 for a battle pack. Now they're trying to eke out more. Don't, just wait. Wait for this set. Please just wait. All right, on to a better note. Set 75432, the V-19 Torrent. This one I am super, super excited for. It's going to have 567 pieces and come in at $65. But we do see 3 brand new minifigures. We're getting, finally, at long last, a clone pilot with an accurate helmet mold. We're getting a brand new Clone Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi, but with a realistic face print, and then a brand new Asajj Ventress. These figures are fantastic. The set, the V-19 Torrent itself, looks really, really good. And I think this is a set that benefits from the downsizing. It's not meant to be a massive starship. I think this is going to look great on the shelves next to, the Jedi Interceptors and the recent released ARC 170 Starfighter. We do see the cockpit may be yellow, which can look kind of funny, but is accurate to the V-19 Torrent in universe. So I'm really, really excited to get this set. I'm probably going to pick this one up day one. So this one's great, in my opinion. Another great set in this line is set 75433 Jango Fett's Starship Slave 1. Set has 707 pieces, going to come in at $70, include 3 figures. I think if you didn't get the UCS model, this one's a must buy. Even if you got the UCS model, I think this one may be a must buy. You do have the Jango Fett, which is similar but doesn't have the arm printing as the UCS set, so I'm glad that they kept that one exclusive. You do see the same young Boba Fett figure, as well as Lama Su with a brand new head mold, and that figure is awesome. We saw Tan Wee with Obi-Wan Kenobi's Jedi Starfighter a few years ago, and that was really exciting to finally get a Kaminoan, and now we're getting another one. This set is going to allow you to fit both Boba and Jango in the cockpit. You can kind of see, it looks like Boba may stand behind him, so they're going to be crammed in there, but at least you can fit them in. The seismic charge returns. That's really exciting. And then lastly, you can see here, this is Boba Fett's starship from The Mandalorian that was released quite a few years ago. This Jango Fett's set is going to include a similar cart build that will carry the seismic charge for you, but also allow you to stand the Jango Fett starship up for display. So that's a nice inclusion. Okay, the last set on the list here is set 75435, the Separatist Transport Battle on Felucia. This is going to be 976 pieces. It's going to have 11 to 12 figures, and it come in at $160. Now, the 11 and 12 figures, I gotta say, I'm a little disappointed, especially given the $160 price tag from a minifigure standpoint, not from the set standpoint. From the minifigures, you get Ayla Secura, you get the Commander Bly, and those 2 figures are great. Granted, we're missing the Kama, but we're not going to get them. But then the rest of the figures are just droids. So you get a droid pilot, you get 6 droids, and then the reason I say 11 to 12 is we're not sure if this includes 2 or 3 commando droids. Now, super, super excited that the commando droids are returning. That's awesome. I just feel like this set should have had maybe another clone or 2. I know droids are minifigures, but for $160 and you're getting quote unquote 12 figures, but only 2 of them are actual minifigures and the rest are the droids. I don't know. I feel like it should have included 1 or 2 more. But it doesn't. So let's grade it off of what it has. I think the build, I know we can't see the end of it here, so we're not sure how long it is. But from what we can see, the color scheme, awesome. super excited to finally get the blue Separatist color scheme. The disc piece there looks to be printed, and the shaping looks amazing, especially when you compare it to the last release, the 2014 MTT. The shaping on this set is just not there. Looks like the sizing looks to be about the same, but they utilized the pieces so well in this new model. Um, the only thing I'm a little concerned about is the top of the MTT. It looks to be a little skinny. So I'm going to be interested to see how that looks once we get some official images, if it looks wonky. So I think from what we can see, it looks really good. But I'm gonna, just like the clone turbo tank, I'm gonna hold my thoughts until we get those official images. Again, $160 price tag is a big number, and I'm just not sure either of these two $160 sets this summer live up to what that price tag should entail. I feel like they're both a little overpriced and could be on sale sets that you pick up. Okay, with those full thoughts laid out, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I kind of gave you a little bit of insight into what we're getting in August and how it pairs up to what we've gotten previously. Um, Overall, I'd say I'm really excited for the August wave. I'm really excited to get those official images to see how they stack up with other sets. So definitely stay tuned. As soon as those official images release, I'm going to be doing a buyer's guide, as well as my buy or bust series that you're going to be seeing for the June sets on my account. So definitely check those out over the coming weeks. I'm going to be doing a couple of videos as well as some shorts for you to watch. So with that said, if you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up down below. Subscribe for more Star Wars and Marvel content. I'd really appreciate it. And definitely stay tuned for future videos. And I will catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.